Yo, it's Riley back at it again with another one, and I just want to talk about how, look, I gotta look at this, issues about being trans in the community. So some of my fears that I'm realizing the closer I get to my surgery, top surgery, is that, okay, I got top surgery, but there's still gonna be some fears along with that. So the first one was applying for a job. So I have 2 jobs, and the other one, is in mental health, and the second one is like in long-term care. So I just recently applied for that job. I got it, but my application says a name that doesn't match my appearance, so it causes pause for them, like, okay, are you trans? And it didn't really come out, but they didn't say, oh, are you trans, but they were like, hey, is there a name that you want to be called while you're working here? And of course I said that, and then she proceeded to say, hey, what's your, what are your pronouns? What would you, want us to say your pronouns were, So that right there is, it's not as much as a fear now, but in the beginning it was just like, oh, what are people going to think, or how they're going to treat me? It's not that I care about what they feel about me or their opinion about me. It's just, it causes some awkwardness, and I don't like that, So the second one is, the third one, going back to school. So I'm thinking about going back to school, and there we go again. We come up with a name versus appearance, and that is, I do have like a fear of that. It's not just awkwardness. I'm applying for a school, and I have to put my name on the application, and then they're expecting a certain type of person to look a certain way when you go in, and start asking questions, talk to your advisor. And so either it could be positive or negative, but I feel like right now in this time in the world, people are more accepting of the alphabet people than they ever did before. So I'm just hoping that would be the case. Now, I do want to change my name legally on, and change the sex on my my gender on my license. So, but that's all a process. I know I can apply for it now to get the gender changed on my license plate. Down on my ID. So I just need to go through the process of that. Get money for that too. So I'm just, financially, I'm just focusing on my surgery, and I'm getting excited for it. It's basically like a month away. September 21st. Thelma Louise is gonna be gone. Boom, boom, gone. Which is, can't wait for that feeling to happen, and that visual that I can see myself in the mirror and all that jazz. So my last fear is law enforcement. So I had a situation at work. I kind of somewhat got assaulted, at my second job, and they told us we should press charges against this patient because they're not really doing anything about him. He should be in a different facility. He shouldn't be in a long-term care facility. So me and the CNA, we pressed charges, and it was a police report, and the police never came. Just to let you know. And he called me. The police officer called me afterwards. I answered the phone, and he was like, "Hey, what happened? Blah blah blah." Right? And so then, to seal the deal with the report and everything like that, he goes, "Well, what's your first name?" So I said my first name, and then you could just tell, like, his voice, like, changed and everything. He was like, "Oh, okay." And then it just seemed like he wasn't even interested in anything I had to say after that, because he already knew automatically that, my name didn't match my voice. I mean, he wasn't looking at me, but my name didn't match my voice, so he had a negative response. And that really scares me. The police, I used to have really good encounters with the police, when I was younger. I respected law enforcement. I know that's hard to believe, but just different things and occasions, and being stopped for things that other people or other colors of the wind, anyway, get stopped for, and the different penalties and fines and fees and treatments that the police department, or just law enforcement in general, have done. So it just verified what I was thinking anyway, and I paused when I was going to tell him my first name, because I just had a feeling he would have a negative response, and he did. And so the conversation ended pretty quickly. I know people get hurt, get beat up bad, killed, when people find out that they're trans. And I'm just happy I live in Washington, and it's semi-safe. There's other people out there. I'm not saying you're hiding your trans. I don't say I'm not trans, but I'm not handing out flyers and saying, "Oh, I'm transgender." No, I'm not doing that. But professionally, or just new friend or coworker, I try to do that, because that's what I want to do. Not everybody has to announce that they're transgender. That's your choice. But when it comes to certain situations, yeah, I'm going to say, I'm trans, and this is who I am. This is me. So, I'm done with this one. Living my life like it's golden, and I'll check you later.